Hello. So in today's video, we are going to look at searching for media to insert into our project. Now, if we come over to the project we have here, we need a visual anchor. We are also going to put whatever information is necessary for ADA compliance, which typically is the alternative text. And then we're going to cite where we got the media from. So if we come to our search, let's go back and pull up the search here. We're going to look at Wikimedia Commons. Okay. And we can come over here and do a search. In this case, we are opening up with mindsets. So maybe I want a picture of the mind. So let's see what pops up. Because we're talking about mindsets. We want something dealing with the mind, dealing with the brain. Excuse me. Nothing good is coming up so far. So let's put brain. Okay, we have these things coming up here. Okay. We just have this one. That looks nice. Okay. It's an actual brain there. This one looks okay. So let's see. Let's go here. And everything that you need to know is here. So we take a look and we see this SVG icon. So it's an icon. Contains embedded raster graphics. I have no idea what that means. Such images are liable to produce inferior results when scaled to different sizes. Oh, okay. So I guess you want to keep it at the size that they recommend. All right. And it says, as well as possibly being very inefficient in file size. If appropriate to do so, they should be replaced with images created by vector graphics. Yes, vector, I do know. They are much better because it gives you a little bit more depth, DPI. So dots per whatever, I forgot, DPI, but I forgot what the I stands for. Note, this template is only supposed to be used if the SVG file mixes vector and raster graphics. Now, for me personally, I don't know what that means. I just know that I do like it. It looks like it's a thumbnail. So depending on how big you're going to make it. Now here, it looks like it's a great size. So size of this PNG preview of the SVG file is this many pixels. Okay, and then they give you other resolutions that you can get it in. I kind of like this one right here. Now, if we want to use that, here's our date. So they gave us a description, brain icon, the date, April 2017. Here's the source, here's the author. So we need to cite all of that information. Okay, so first, I think I want this, so I will tell it to download. And it'll download. And I think I want the full resolution, so I'll take the whole thing. And it looks like it's going to open it up there. Okay. And I'm thinking, I thought it was going to download, but maybe I can just copy it. Okay, it won't let me copy. So let's go back because I thought it was just going to download, but it didn't. Okay. Now if I come here and I tell it to copy image or save image as, I think that's what I need to do, save image as. And I'm going to put it in our assets. Actually, I do have a photos folder, but I'm going to put it in the assets. Or should I put it in the photos? Maybe I put it in the photos. Okay, and I'm going to call it brain. I'm going to save it as the brain image. Okay, and then I'll tell it to save. Okay, so now that I have that, okay, it has to stop and think for a little bit. I think I am making too much of a demand on it. Okay, and there it is. So now for our document, I want to copy this brain icon. So I'm going to copy it, brain icon, and I'm going to put it right where it says citation. So this is brain icon. Okay. And for citation purposes, we are going to need the date and the source and the author. So date, source, author. Okay. And let's put that there. Oops. And we don't want all that. We're just going to tell it to insert as nested table. No. Merge with existing table. Insert as new rows. No, we're going to merge it as existing table. Oh. Okay, I did not want that. Okay, to be honest, I just wanted the text only. So if we can just cut that out. All right, let's put that here. And then if we can just take this out and put that here, then we can get that out. We do need the date. Brain icon, so we need the date. We'll put a semicolon and put the date. Okay, and let's get that table out of there. All right. Okay, so we have our citation. This is a brain icon, April 2017. Here is the source from the Database Center for Life Science. Okay, so we have our visual anchor. We're going to put the picture right there. So we'll go to File, Insert Picture from File. So we'll tell it to go to the pictures. We just was in the photos and we called it brain. Okay, so here it is right here, brain image. We will tell it to insert. And there you have it. And that's a good size. Now notice it kind of botched our table, but that's okay because the table is just for us to look at. This is a great image. Okay, now image for SCORM ADA compliance, that will be alternative text. So let's see what the website had. Okay, so, oh, by the way, I forgot to talk about licensing. You are free to share, to copy, distribute, and transmit the work, to remix, to adapt the work. Under the following conditions, we must give an attribution. You must give appropriate credit, provide a link to the license, and indicate if changes were made. You may do so in any reasonable manner, but not in any way that suggests the licensor endorses you or your use. Okay, so that is very important. So it looks like we have Creative Commons, we have rights. The file is licensed under Creative Commons. We must give attribution. So we're not going to do any changes to it. We like the image just the way that it is. All right, and let's see. I'm looking to see if they have any alternative text, and they don't. So we can go with their description. Okay, so they just pretty much have brain icon and then the licensing. So there's really no description. Let's see, recompiling SVG, nothing there. The users, okay, nothing there. File usage, there are no pages. The following wikis, usage, okay, metadata, additional information such as a digital camera, we don't need that. Okay, so for our purposes, we go back to our file. For ADA compliance, we're just going to say picture of the human brain. So picture of the human brain. And then for alternative text, that's the same thing. Because what's going to happen is when we have individuals that may be blind that might come across our page, their screen readers will be able to read the alternative text or the description. So we don't have to give an in-depth description because for us, this is just a decorative image for this particular page. In this case, this is the module intro. So we're going to give the page a title, which would be Introduction to Module 1. We will begin, yada yada, so we give them this information. We'll have a nice picture there, and then we have our citation for the picture, and then our introductory text, and then our references, and then we actually have lesson 1, and then we'll give that lesson a title, and then this is all the works for the lesson. Now for lesson 1, they are actually looking at blended learning. So I would like for you to try to find an image that would go well with blended learning. So read through this to see exactly what is blended learning. And then we'll put an image there, and then we'll cite the image. We'll give the citation for the image, and then image info would be like what we did up here, picture of a human brain. So image info, just keep in mind that if that was a screen reader, what would it say for people that are blind for the image info? You don't have to give a lot. Now, if you had like an historical image or a picture of a teacher in a classroom with kids, then for the image info, you would say picture of female teacher or picture of male teacher standing in front of students who the students are working. So you kind of give a description for the screen reader so that way the blind person can kind of have a sense of what's happening within the image. And then for the alternative text, let's say they came to the page and the link was not working. The alternative text would describe what was housed within that image. So if you have, the image info teacher in class, then the alternative text would be teacher in class with students, so that's pretty much what that's for. Just in case something happened with the link and the image is not loading, then what would have been there is the alternative text within that box. Okay, so try your hand at that, and we'll try to give lesson 1 a title. After you read through it, see what would a good title be for that lesson. And then we are going to plug it all right in to the site. Okay, so if we go in to the site, we'll be able to put it all in. So that will be the next video. I'll go ahead and log in and show you how that's done.